Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. This video we're going to be looking at perimeter and learning how to calculate and solve problems that require the perimeter. So what is perimeter? What is the perimeter of something? So the perimeter of a shape is the distance around the outside of that shape. Okay? So you find the perimeter by adding all the sides together. Now let's do an example. So here's a triangle. It has lengths of 2.4 meters, 1.7 meters, and 3.5 meters. Now to find the perimeter of this shape, we add all of them together. So we're going to do that now, and I'm going to do it as a little vertical addition so that we can easily add it up with our decimals. And the way that works is we go 4 plus 5 is 9, plus 7 is 16. So we take the 6 and we carry the 1. Now with a decimal, because we've got one decimal here, like one decimal place here, so we pop our decimal back down again so we've still got that 1 behind it. And we go 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So our answer is 7.6. So the perimeter around this triangle is 7.6. Let's do another example. Calculate the perimeter of this shape in centimetres. So it says in centimetres there, so make sure we're going to do it in centimetres. Now, let's look at this shape. We have 22 centimetres, 10 centimetres, 50 millimetres, 17 centimetres, and 130 millimetres. So what you'll notice is these two, 130 and 50, are in millimetres. Now, because we want the answer in centimetres, we need to convert them into centimetres. And you'll remember this from the units of measurement video and the work that we did, that to convert 130 millimetres into centimetres, we need to divide it by 10. So that gives us 13 centimetres. Okay, we can change that to 13 centimetres. And now we can do the same over here. To convert from millimetres to centimetres, we divide by 10, which gives us 5 centimetres. So we'll change that one there as well. Now that they're all in the same units, and whenever we're doing perimeter or area or whatever we're doing, anytime we're doing measurement, we need to always have them in the same unit. Okay, so now that they're all in the same unit, we can add them together. So we've got 22, 10, 5, 13, and 17. And I don't need to do any vertical for that because that's relatively easy. We get 68 centimetres. So what you'll notice here is I put centimetres at the end because it asked for centimetres, but always we need to show the units of measurement. Okay, so because otherwise it could be 68 metres, 68 feet, 68 elephants, who knows what the answer could be, unless you give us a unit. So that's really important. If you don't give a unit and you're doing this in an assessment task, you will lose marks for that because there is that expectation that you do show the units. Now let's do this one. Calculate the perimeter of this shape. So it's a bit of an odd looking shape. It's like a rectangle with a rectangle missing. And what you might notice is this edge here doesn't have a dimension, doesn't have a length. This length at the bottom doesn't, and this length over here doesn't. So we need to work them out, and they're pretty easy to work out. We can see that this length is the same as this one because it's a rectangle. So we can say that this one is 4.2 meters. We can also do the same with this short length here because it's the same length as this one here, which means it's 1.5 meters. Now this bottom one is the more tricky one because this length here is the same as this one and this one and this one. So we need to add them all together. So we're going to add them over here, again with our vertical addition so that we can easily work out our decimal places. So 5 plus 9 is 14, plus 3 is 17, so we've got the 7 and carry the 1. We're going to place that decimal there, and we're going to go 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5, and we get that answer of 5.7. So we can pop that down there, 5.7. Now, we have to do something different again, because now we need to add them all up. So just double checking, no lengths are missing, so they've all got a length, so we can now just add them up, and we're going to go 1.3 plus 1.5 plus 1.9 plus 1.5 plus 2.5 plus 4.2 plus 5.7 plus 4.2. So we'll start by adding up this column here, and what we get is 38. So 8 is at the bottom, and we carry that, I put the decimal first. But we carry that 3 and put a decimal here for 1 decimal place. Then we add up this side here. And when you add that all together, you get 22. So the perimeter of this shape is 22.8 meters. So don't forget the meters. So if you're going to forget, write somewhere on your little rules, maybe put some asterisks or in a box or something saying, always show your units of measurement. Okay, so that you make sure you always include it. So go and do some questions now and ask some questions if you need some help, but have fun with it. Thanks, guys.